Time trap. I actually had to redo this video because on the previous attempt I got completely stuck on something completely different. Yeah, this is, like I said in the previous review of the Terratine incident, one of the books, one of the episodes I read the novelization of, and still in the novelization, it didn't really explain the logic of it, because I kind of wish this was like the full TOS links, because in the episode Kirk and Spock keep referring to the society in the time trap as, a paradise. But, there's no planets, there's no sun, no way to grow food, no way to harness energy. It doesn't really seem like a paradise at all. It's like a dull void with no energy source, no planets, no trees, no forests, no rivers, no water, no oceans, no nothing, no sun, no way to grow food or harvest energy. It doesn't seem like a paradise at all, yet they keep saying it's a paradise because they have rules against violence. That's not enough to make it a paradise. Not if they cannot grow food or, be in anything else but a dull void full of derelict ships. Kind of reminds me of the Voyager episode, The Void, which is basically the same plot except for that paradise nonsense, which doesn't make any sense because, in the time trap, the Delta Triangle in this episode, they keep saying it's a paradise. I don't see how the fuck it is a paradise. They just they're in a ship graveyard in a void with no sun and no planets. Doesn't seem like a paradise at all. The Enterprise and a Klingon ship get sucked into that at the same time, and they both try to escape together. Also similar to the Voyage episode, The Void. But, the Klingons try to sabotage the Enterprise upon exiting. The Klingons are supposed to be, the captain is supposed to be Kor from, Errand of Mercy, and later Blood Oath, and the Sword of Kahless, and once more Unto the Breach in Deep Space Nine. But, because he's voiced not by John Calicos, but by James Doohan, I'm not really sold on it. Like, I generally give respect to James Doohan for his voice acting work on the animated series, but I'm absolutely not sold on his impression of Kor in this episode, so I don't buy it as being Kor from Errand of Mercy and later Deep Space Nine. So to me, that's just a random Klingon. And they all solve it in the end. And what just really bothers me is that whole paradise crap, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. They have like the plant beings from the Infinite Vulcan episode. They have one of the leaders is an Orion woman. One of the leaders is like a Vulcan or Romulan, I forgot. One of the leaders is like a Gorn. It's like this paradise nonsense. It just really bothers me because they don't explain how it is a paradise if they're in some void that is just a ship graveyard without planets or a sun. No means to grow food and no means to get any energy. Doesn't make sense. That's what always bothered me. Other than that, yeah, it's fine, serviceable animated series plot with the usual animated series weaknesses of the lackluster filmation, animation, and the really fucking annoying soundtrack, which cursed the entire animated series, and you know, the really rushed voice acting. But other than that, perfectly fine animated series episode in principle, if it wasn't for that Paradise nonsense that just doesn't make any kind of sense. And I really wish they spent like 5 seconds providing an explanation for how it's supposed to be a paradise if they can't grow food or you know, go anywhere but a derelict spacecraft in a void. It's not much of a paradise. So yeah, it's okayish, but not really good.